Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tuesday, August 25th. Can't believe August is almost kaput completely. It's crazy. And welcome to another evening of art and crafts and the usual. Hey Phil. Hey Jim. Oh, everybody's piling in. Hope everybody's having a fine evening out there. The heat wave in Massachusetts is finally starting to go away. We had one cloudburst this afternoon, and finally, I think the pumpkin spice weather is upon us. It's going to start getting down into the 50s at night, which I love. It's going to be awesome. All right, let me see if I can add Russell here. Here he comes. Hello, Moonlight Clover, and there he is.
Hello, here I
Hello.
is.
And we're once again matching, but with shirts, but
We are.
completely unintentional.
I think you looked at my birthday dinner and saw that I was wearing that shirt, so you wore it
No,
just
I
to
just saw the
commemorate.
brownie
I'm
and I
te-
just
I'm
started throwing
teasing.
walnuts because, ew.
You don't like walnuts?
No, walnuts is my
Oh
kryptonite. As a
no.
food, I just don't like them.
No,
Don't
don't
like
say
them.
it's not so.
Like you could have the most epic chocolate chip cookie. Like I'm talking chocolate chip cookie the size of your head. And if I find one walnut in that cookie, I will crumble it up and I will throw it in the trash. That is how much I
Oh
hate walnuts. I
no.
do not like walnuts. My dad loves them. So in the past, whenever I'd make a batch of like brownies or cookies or a cake or whatever, he's always like, "Where's the walnuts?" I'm like, "There are none. You got none. We do not do walnuts in this house." Art throwdown. Yay! Art
Yay.
throwdown. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm not totally enamored with this punch board. I'm still bored. I'm still learning it, so I'm trying to like it. But anyway,
Jim likes walnuts, and Nan and Nick just joined as well. So hello,
I like
ladies.
most. Well, I'm just gonna say there's a joke there. I'm just gonna say I like all nuts. To be quite
Fair
honest with you,
enough.
yeah. So yeah, I do. I mean, there's some I don't like you know Brazil nuts and things. Frank is here. Welcome.
Like, do you like macadamias?
They're a little too sweet for me, believe it or not.
Really? So
Yeah.
you like them
They're a little too.
savory?
They're right. They're a little too buttery for me.
Okay, so not
Um,
you don't like the sweet and savory or the sweet
right,
and buttery. You want more savory.
right. But I will eat cashews. I like cashews, and those are a little buttery for me. To me, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And Vicky just
So
joined. Hey, Vicky.
Vicky's joining us from India.
Hello. Well, good morning. Actually, I
Good
should say
morning.
to you, good
Yes,
morning.
exactly. So
Cool.
Phil is here. Jim is here.
Frank
Ashley
just
is
snuck in
here.
too. Can you
He
believe it?
did.
He's
He did.
here.
Moonlight Clover. What's her name? I know Mason's her son. Sorry, I've forgotten.
I don't know
Moonlight
if she,
Clover.
I don't. Yeah, yes, I know her real first name. I don't know if
Okay.
she wants her first name put
Okay,
on
that's fair enough.
here. I
Okay,
always
great.
have
Fair
to be
enough.
respectful of
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Yeah, Nan's
Moonlight,
here.
if you want to tell Russ
Yeah.
your first name, put it in the chat. If not, we'll just
Yeah.
call you Moonlight.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Nick's
good
here.
either way.
We always want to tell people what they want to be called by. So
True, true.
if you want to be called by your profile name, that's absolutely perfect. Um, so Vicky is here.
Birthday boy. Yeah, so I think, because tonight is Russ's birthday,
No Pepito.
we should do something special here on the throwdown. So I'm going to go ahead and plug my craft light in over here.
Uh-oh.
And,
Uh-oh.
you know, let's see. There we go. At least I have some
So
light.
don't waste all of our good energy tonight because tomorrow's the actual day. See, in India,
But it's
it
like
is the
birthday
26th.
eve. But
Exactly.
it's the eve of
Exactly.
your birthday, so it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a
So
big
Vicky is
deal.
wishing me happy birthday in the future because he is in the future.
But that's true. That's crazy. It is Wednesday where Vicky
It
is right
is. It
now.
is.
All right. Well, any minute now you should be receiving a tidal wave of Beanie Babies for your house. Just letting you know.
Okay.
Just forewarning you.
Okay. Okay.
It might happen.
Okay. So I just got back from Applebee's. I had to do a little shopping, and I thought I'd treat myself to a pre-birthday dinner, and so that's right.
Do they
allowed
do
everyone to
takeout or do
join.
they allow you to dine in there?
We have dining in the parking garage. So there's a parking garage next
What?
to Applebee's. So
Okay.
they've set up a little patio out
In a parking
there.
garage.
And well, it's connected to the parking garage. Yeah.
But you can't go in the Applebee's, but you can at least eat in the patio.
Correct. And they
Okay.
bring the food out to you. And they're socially distanced.
Okay.
The tables are separated, kind of thing, far enough apart, and
Hmm.
they're sanitizing as they're going along. And you see them making the effort to sanitize.
Well, that's
You have to wear,
cool.
yeah, you have to wear your mask until you order. After you order, you can take your mask off, and then when you finish eating and or drinking, you have to put your mask back on.
Got it. And
And all
Maine is
servers are. I'm sorry.
similar. Maine is
Yeah.
similar, where like once you sit down at your table in a restaurant, you can take off the
Right.
mask. But if you stand up to like use the restroom or whatever,
Right.
or to
Right.
enter or exit, then you have to have it on. So
Exactly. And
every
all
state does
server
it a little differently,
Yeah,
but
and all servers are wearing masks.
yeah.
So yeah,
Interesting. Well, at least you
but
got a
I
birthday dinner out of the deal. That's
exactly,
great.
exactly.
That's great.
But I had to go buy a. I am doing this new breakfast tincture. So
Breakfast
it
tincture.
yeah. So it is a. I start my day off because I fast most of the day, and so I'm starting. I'm doing this fast, but I don't eat until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I only eat between 4 and 7, 4 to 8.
That's
But the
similar
other,
to what I do. I
yeah,
usually don't start eating until like 11 or 12, and then I cut off at like 4 or 5,
right.
usually,
But
most days.
I have started the day off with this a ginger water, ginger lemon water.
Cool.
So, but I have to make it in advance. So I needed a big old jar. I wanted a pitcher, but I couldn't find a
Ah.
pitcher. Shopping these days has just gone to pot. Just like Target doesn't carry what they used to
You almost
carry,
need to
and
be
and
on a
just
bartering system with your neighbors
yeah,
and friends. It's like, hey, do you have 5 pounds of wheat paste? I
yeah,
do. Like, I don't even, or whatever the devil it is people
yeah.
need to barter for. But, it's
But so I went to go to Target
bartering.
to purchase a pitcher, just a plain pitcher, glass pitcher. I have a plastic one, but because I have to heat up the water to steep the ginger in
Hmm.
it, I don't want to put it in a plastic container to cool. So I was looking for a glass container to put it in. And I'm thinking, oh, I'll just go buy a glass pitcher.
You know what
No.
also works for that is those high wall glass Tupperwares with the lid.
But I'm talking like a gallon, two
Oh, a
gallons, because I want
gallon.
to, yeah, because I want to make a whole bunch of it at one time. So I'm not making it every day or every other day.
I see.
Lisa's, and then what
Hey.
Lisa's here. So what you do is you let it come to room temperature. You steep the ginger in the hot water. You boil the water.
Mm-hmm.
You put the ginger in the water. Take it off the heat. Let it steep for 10 minutes in the hot water, and then you put it in your glass container, and then you put it in the fridge to cool.
Okay.
And then in the morning, what you do is you take a lemon and you squeeze lemon juice in your serving of, and it's a 32-ounce serving. So I put it in those little athletic bottles,
Mm-hmm.
right? But yeah. So
Cool.
I needed to make some ginger water. Yeah.
Got it.
So I
Got
had to
it.
go to the store. So it's a long-winded answer, but yes, I know
Well,
my
two
life
birds,
is
one stone.
long-winded.
That's
Yeah.
okay. We like
Yeah.
stories here. Two birds, one stone. So
Yeah.
yay. And you get a brownie out of the deal. So
I did. And a
bonus.
fried chicken.
Chicken fried chicken.
That's what I had for dinner.
How does a chicken fried chicken?
So it is, have you ever had a chicken fried steak?
No.
Oh,
Believe it or not.
so,
What is that
so a chicken
exactly?
fried steak is where you take a cut of meat, and then you pound it and you flour it, and then you
Hmm.
fry it like chicken.
Okay.
So you deep fry it, or pan fried, I
Is
should
the
say.
meat actually chicken or could it be something else?
Well, no, the chicken fried steak was where chicken fried chicken came from. So you have the chicken fried steak, which is a beef patty that's pounded,
Okay.
right? Then you bread it and then you fry it. Yeah, you pound it, you bread it, right? So it has a breading on it, right?
Okay.
And it's a big thing in Texas, chicken fried steak.
That's a southern thing. That's
Um,
probably why
yeah,
I've never had
right.
it.
And then usually you have a cream gravy on top.
Hmm.
Have you ever had some other steaks?
No.
Oh, okay, same thing.
I'm missing out
But
apparently on a lot.
yeah,
Gotta
so
add that to my
then
list.
chicken fried steak was so popular in Texas. Then they got into the health kick of like, maybe you should not eat so much red meat. So they started substituting a chicken breast. So that's why they call it chicken
So
fried
you pound
chicken.
the chicken breast and you
Breast,
coat
you
it,
bread it,
you fry it.
right,
Okay.
right.
Ah, interesting.
So it's like fried chicken, but not on the bone.
Okay. And so you could use a
But it
tenderloin or chicken breast
right,
or,
right,
anything that can be
exactly.
pounded
Pounded, correct,
flatter.
correct. Yeah. Have you had what's it? The German, not Wiener
Schnitzel?
Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel. I love Wiener
Wiener
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yep.
But instead of using veal in Wiener Schnitzel, they're just using a beef cutlet or they're using chicken. It's the exact same thing. So think Wiener Schnitzel, but with either chicken or beef.
I actually had that
And
dish at a restaurant called Wienerwald in Germany, somewhere in Germany where I was, which
do you have
literally
Spätzle?
I think I did, but Wienerwald actually literally translates to hot dog forest. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
little known fact.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
cool.
love German food.
I do as well.
I
I
love
like give me
German
some
food.
sauerkraut and
Yeah.
stuff. Like yeah,
I
happy camper, happy camper,
no.
huh?
No.
You
No
froze.
sauerkraut for
You don't
me.
like sauerkraut. How do you feel about
No sauerkraut for
cabbage,
me.
like in
No.
general? I'm judging you, by the way.
Don't like cabbage.
He doesn't
Don't
like
like cabbage.
cabbage, you guys.
I like raw cabbage or shredded cabbage,
Kimchi?
uncooked
Kimchi?
cabbage, but cook it. No, no,
You,
no,
you
no, no,
can't
no,
do kimchi?
no.
Oh, that's actually
Nope.
what I had for dinner tonight. It was
No.
really good. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
No, I like we used to call it California cabbage. So in the Navy when we were in Japan, you would have tacos, but instead of shredded lettuce, they would do it California style and have shredded cabbage instead.
yep.
And so, but Lisa says she loves kimchi.
Me too.
Jim
We always
says,
have a giant jar of it in
yuck.
the fridge. It's so good. And you just take. I had it with steak tonight for dinner. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Hey Pam.
Pam's
She's
here.
here. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So my mother-in-law can take an entire green cabbage, shred it up very finely, and I don't know exactly the proportions, but she puts a little bit of vinegar, like white vinegar, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of salt. And oh my God, you just eat
Yeah,
it with a fork. Like you could stick it in a taco. You could stick it,
you're right.
put it with a meat, any kind of meat substance, and it is
Yeah.
just off the chain good. So
Ashley
simplistic,
says this
so
is
good.
turned in from art throwdown to art chow down.
Our chow down. Nice.
But someone that you could talk food with is our own Miss Lisa. Lisa is a definite foodie.
Cool.
And so, yeah. And so,
Someday, when I go back
yeah.
to New York City, I'm going to hit all of you guys up on where I should be eating there
Yeah.
because I want to
Yeah.
go and get
Lisa,
those
if it's below 14th
dumplings
Street,
with the dim
Lisa
sum
knows where it
that
is.
has the hot broth that
Yeah.
burns you when you bite into them. I need
Brooklyn,
those. I need
all of that.
those. My husband wants to go get New York City style dim sum at some point, and I'm like, well, at some point when New York
It's not so,
reopens.
but it's not so different than Boston dim sum, I wouldn't think.
But he wants to try it because it's in a
Oh,
different city, and he
got it.
thinks
Got it.
that
Yeah.
there's probably, and admittedly, there's probably more variety in the New York City dim sum. Like Boston's got it;
Oh,
it's decent,
yeah.
but I feel like
Yeah.
New York would have the best dim sum. Just saying.
Yeah. Lisa says she made homemade kimchi in February. And Pocono Pam says she misses New York City food.
Ah, street fair food too.
Street fair food.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. And Lisa is all about the dim sum. She could tell you the ins and outs, the chicken feet, the all of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yes. So, what are you working on this eve before your birthday, Russell?
I am opening some packages. So I ordered some stamps to complete a couple of collections that I have. And so I'm going to be opening those while I am
Nice.
reading the comments.
Very
And what
cool.
are you working on?
Let's see. I got to check in and see what I got over
Oh
here.
no! Ooh,
I
ooh,
have,
ooh! My eyes are so close. Tell me I can open my eyes.
I have,
As long as it doesn't hiss at me.
I
If
have
he hisses,
these. I have 4 more
okay.
envelopes to make. So that's what I'm working on. I've got one of these, and it's going to go with one of these.
I like that
And
green pattern paper.
yeah, I just kind of paired them up, one of your maps.
Oh, cool.
And this one's got a lot of blue and stuff in it, so I figured I'd pair them and see where we land. I really hate this one, so I'm just going to bite the bite the bullet and make an envelope out of it. Darn it.
No, make a
Throw a
liner out of
liner.
it. Do it the reverse.
Maybe this could be
Maybe
the
make
outside and this could be the
exactly,
inside.
exactly. Yeah. Because it gets all covered up and so no one's really going to see it.
Ooh, Tokyo
If it's on
subway
this.
rail map.
Tokyo,
Check it out.
Tokyo.
It's going to pair with this guy.
I love that map.
It's amazing. If you guys look closely, well, wait, which way are the characters going? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's very tiny
me.
font. But look how
Yeah.
detailed their subway
Yeah.
map is. Like, this is like 80% more dense than like the DC Metro.
Well, the thing I love about it, if you look at it closely, each of the lines, subway lines, are numbered. All the stops are numbered, so you know which direction you're going. So when you're in the subway, if you're going to Marinucci 15 and you need to go to Marinucci 18, in the subway station, it'll have 15 one direction, 18 in another direction. So you want to make sure
That's
you're
the
going in the right
biggest
direction. So
battle
it's
for
so
a
easy to get around.
tourist going in. It's like, which way,
Absolutely.
which direction do I take
Exactly.
it? Do I
Is
go
this uptown?
eastbound? Is this
Because they don't have
outbound?
uptown. They don't have uptown and downtown there, because they're all loops. So,
Look
so
at all
yeah,
the lines. Look at all the
yeah,
different subway lines they got
yeah.
there. It's
And those are subway
crazy.
and train lines, by the way. Some of those are JAL.
That's just the amount of infrastructure alone on
Yeah.
this map is incredible.
And it's so timely in terms of it is so on time. And just if something's going to arrive at 8:02, it arrives at 8:02. But consequently, if it departs at 8:03, if you're not on at 8:03, you've missed it.
You're
Yeah,
done. You're
yeah,
done.
yeah.
Interesting. Well,
Well,
I guess I'm going to go about making my maps. So I'm going to just tilt down here so you guys can see what I'm doing.
so for those that you were wondering, this thing is called the word punch board if you are looking for it. So that's what it's called. Word. Like
Word punch
word.
board.
Word.
The only thing I guess the only thing that I don't like about that particular model is that you can't control the font. Like, I'm a control freak when it comes to these things.
Right.
So it's like the font space, like the letter spacing within the font and the font style. Like, if for some reason you
Right.
don't like that font, it then becomes
You're
irrelevant to your project.
That's it. Exactly. Exactly.
That's where I'm.
So,
That's where I'm going.
This is.
That's what
So
I'm
Nick,
trying to say.
this is this. I got this stamp set because of you, but also because it's a hot guy, but also because
Ooh la la.
Frank mentioned it. So this is the Duke Kahanamoku
Ooh.
stamp. I think he's very attractive looking. He's a surfer, but he's a Hawaiian. This is one of the Hawaiian series of stamps. But so
Is that
that's
a
why.
new series? I've never
No,
seen that
no,
one.
it's not.
Shit,
It's
what did I
not.
do?
But I give up. What did you do?
Cut the wrong flap off my map.
That's all right.
This is because you
Yeah.
distracted me with surfers.
Yeah,
Hold on. I was like,
yeah.
wow, look at that one. Okay.
Yeah, he is very handsome. So
Go
this
back over
was
here.
issued in 2001. This is a forever stamp. No, this is 37-cent stamp. So, but yeah, I thought that was. So I dedicated this purchase to Nick
Aw.
and her AAPI search for stamps. So So Nan is here. Did I say hello to Nan already?
Yes, Nick and Nan
I
joined
did.
around the same
Okay.
time.
Okay. Cool.
Can I also,
Um,
Exhibit B, I have something else to show you guys that I found on my desk. I'm going to show you something. You guys are going to love it. Okay, I got these off of Wish. They are microscopic. Can you guys see these?
what are they?
They are teeny tiny pieces of what looks like Fimo clay. And somebody made these tiny little pieces of fruit and they did cross sections of them. Like, look how tiny they are. And they come in a little bag. And I got them off of Wish. And you can just bedazzle things with them. Envelopes.
First of all, what is Wish? I'm unfamiliar with Wish.
Wish.com is only the coolest website of all time. Okay. You can order things direct from China.
Oh, okay.
And it like comes in like you get it really cheap. Like so we basically cut out the middleman. You order direct. Supposedly you order direct from this manufacturer, and you get the prices. They're so deliciously low. So something that might ordinarily be $8, you might
But
get
do
it
you have
for
to
a
wait
buck.
like 2 months?
Yeah, so it's kind of like your swamp cooler situation, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But this
That I
is the
still haven't gotten. Thank you.
this is the packet that it came in.
That's a whole bunch of them.
I know. Aren't they interesting? And like I like to just put them I like to put
And
them
what are you
on
gonna do with?
well, I can put them on an envelope and slap some tape down and bejewel or bedazzle an envelope. I can Mod
Okay.
Podge them onto something, and they're actually quite thin, so they're about the thickness of a slightly thick sticker. So
Right.
these might go well on a postcard. Try and give you guys a close up. I just think they're awesome. Are they terribly practical? No,
That is awesome.
but they're fun. They're
No,
fun. That's
but
important.
it doesn't have to be practical. That's the beauty of it. Tree says on YouTube there's a wonderful episode of This Is Your Life about Duke and his family. Oh, that's cool.
Awesome.
The other thing
There's a lot of
that
good
I
documentaries and stuff hidden on
purchased
there.
is this stamp because I'm going to do something special. And this is the 19th Amendment stamp.
Woo!
But this is the centenary. So this was the 75. Yeah, the
Oh, okay.
75-year anniversary. So now I have all three of the 19th Amendment stamps.
Wow.
And then I'm going to put them on a card. And I'm thinking about sending it to get the current postmark, the pictorial postmark, to celebrate the 100th year celebration of the ratification of the 19th Amendment.
Cool, cool.
So you'll have all stamps on one, either postcard or envelope. And our friend, best wishes, Eric, even combined one of the century stamps, the decade stamps, I should say, of the ratification as well. So I have lots of choices for 19th Amendment stamps.
Excellent.
So those were my stamp purchases that came in today.
Did you buy any more coils?
No.
Just checking.
I'm out of the coil business for a while.
Got it.
Unless
Oh no.
I may buy coils of the holiday stickers if those are
See?
available.
I knew it. I was
Yeah,
like, I have that
'cause
gleam in your eye. I'm like, this man is fixing to buy a coil, and he did.
Because
And he
not
will.
yet, but I don't know if they're available. I may have the special order, but I love the new red, white, and green holiday stamps that are going to be
I
released
saw the
in
picture.
September.
They're quite nice.
Yeah, I am really enamored with that particular set.
I'm like, they
So,
look jolly.
well, that's the thing. They look very Christmassy to me.
Heck yeah.
And a lot of the holiday stamps have gotten away from the exact Christmas look. because they're more contemporary, what they
I
call
get so
contemporary holidays.
frustrated when they do
Yeah,
that. I'm like, dude, it's
yeah.
Christmas. Like, put a stocking up. Give me a
Put a
Santa.
Santa,
But
right?
instead, they'll
Uh,
just give you like this like boring white candle. I'm like, what?
or
Give
the
me Christmas,
snowflake,
darn it. I want
or the
Christmas.
snowflake, or
Yeah. Like,
those,
stop making it all like muted. Like, give
right.
me something I can sink my holiday teeth
Well, I did
into.
like the classic
This is
Santas that
Santa.
came out. The
Old
other,
school Santa. Give me old school
yeah,
Santa that used to be
yeah,
on the Coca-Cola package.
yes.
Give
Well,
me that jolly one.
you know that there are stamps with
Yes.
that on it, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think she's hiding. She's hiding her eyes
I'm
so
not
that we don't see her lying.
I'm not hiding my eyes. I'm over here making something.
Okay.
I'm
No, they do
reminiscing
have,
about Santa. Sorry.
but they two. I think it was 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Someone can correct me on that. They did a classic Santa, old advertisements, Santas, like the Coca-Cola Santas. They did a whole series of those,
Wasn't
and
that a
those.
full sheet?
No, it was a booklet. It was
It was a
20. It
booklet.
was,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
seeing these not too long ago because
yeah.
I think I saw them on someone's SwapBot mail or something. So I know what
Right.
you're talking about. I have
Yeah.
never owned those, but
Do you want to own them?
it depends. How many are there?
There's 20 in a set. And there are 4 designs, I think, and you get 5 of each, or there are 5 designs and you get 4 of each. It's one of the two.
Well, I mean, I'll never say no to Santa. Like,
Okay.
come on now.
Because you may know someone that overbought them and may have extras, just to let you know.
I won't say
Just
no,
saying.
in the
Okay.
occasion that someone has overbought and they've bought a coil of Santas. I mean,
I didn't buy a coil. I'm sorry, it wasn't. So I'm sure that person didn't buy a coil of them because they didn't come in a coil. But he may have bought like 20 books of them.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know anybody who dresses up as a Santa, like professionally?
No.
Okay, just checking. Not even with your Broadway friends? That's surprising.
No, we have to hire. It was so funny because last Christmas, one of the children, we were all, and I love Christmas through the eyes of children. So
They keep it real. They really
yeah,
do for Christmas.
so one of the children still believed in Santa Claus, and everyone knew, even the other children, but everyone, to their credit, kept the charade.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, everyone, cast, backstage crew, everyone. So we had a show on Christmas Eve. So the cast all chipped in and purchased a Santa rental to
Aw.
come. And so in the finale, they have a turntable where all the actors go around on the turntable and make a full loop before they go to the front of the stage. And so we hid the Santa in the wings. And so just to see her eyes glow
Aw.
when she saw Santa, she did like a little wave. She knew that she wasn't supposed to, because you're not supposed to wave to the wings, and she was breaking character, but it was the sweetest thing ever.
Aw.
Yeah. And then the curtain dropped, and Santa came on stage to say hello to her, and everyone wrote it through. I mean, even the other children who knew,
They
who
all
didn't believe
remain
in Santa,
committed to the act. That's
absolutely,
beautiful.
yeah, just for her, just for Charlie was her name. Her name was Charlie, just for
Cool.
Charlie, and it was I mean, it's one of those special nights to where you're like, I'm glad I'm with this group of people,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder how much does a rentable Santa cost in Manhattan anyway?
It cost us like $200.
And how, like, do you pay him by the half hour? Like, is it in
No,
time
it's a flat
increments?
fee. It's a flat fee, and I think there's like a 4-hour minimum kind of thing, or 4-hour
Ah,
maximum, 2-hour minimum.
got
So
it.
we got him there. We got him dressed in the wings because we didn't want him arriving dressed as Santa in case someone in the audience saw or something like that. So he had to dress backstage. So,
Oh
but
my goodness.
yeah, yeah. But we had any number of people that could have done it as well. They just didn't have the Santa suit, or they couldn't get off stage in time to dress up to do it.
When my sister turned 7, we had a birthday party at our house, and my mom, I
Well,
think it
Pam is
was.
saying just a second. Pam is
Oh,
saying good night. She's got some other things she needs to do.
all
So good night,
right.
Pam. We will see
Bye.
you when we see you. We know you're a very busy lady right now. So um,
A very
good night.
famous busy lady, I might add.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Absolutely. So your sister was 7. I'm sorry.
Okay, my sister was turning 7, and my mom organized this birthday party for her and all of her second grade friends to come. My mom also got this idea in her head that she needed to get a costumed person to come to the door and deliver balloons to my sister for her birthday. So this woman comes to the door, and she's dressed like a rabbit, but it was a really shoddy looking costume, and like the tip of her nose was painted, and she had
Oh
like
gosh.
big thick whiskers painted on her cheeks. My 7-year-old sister took one look at this woman, and she just started bawling and hiding behind my mom, and it pretty much ruined the birthday party. True story.
Wow. That's
Isn't that
that is kind of
awesome?
funny though. That is. Now, is
Yeah.
this a younger sister or older sister?
This is my younger sister.
Sister. Okay. Now, how many siblings do you have?
I only have one.
Okay.
My
So
younger
you're the
sister.
oldest.
I am the eldest, yes.
So that is the correct use of the word eldest,
And
not
and
oldest.
therefore I was always the one, I mean, right, wrong, or indifferent, I was always the one who got in trouble for everything.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying that like 90% of the time it was not warranted. It was, because I pulled some stuff as a kid, but for that 10% of the time when I actually didn't do anything wrong, it was always like, she did it. Like, I didn't do it this time. But then because 90% it's usually you, that they don't
Right.
believe you. Story of my life.
Yeah. The sky is falling. Yeah.
Indeed. Sky's
Well,
always
I
falling
was
when you're the older sibling.
my older brother. This is the last family I lived with. Was 3 years older than I was, so we went to high school at the same time. So he was a senior when I was a freshman,
Ah.
freshman slash sophomore. And so he was the brainiac, but he was also, the jock and all that kind of stuff. So I got all of the, oh, you're Roland's younger brother stuff. And I'm like, yes, I'm him. And he was naturally smarter than I was. I was just a better worker. So, I keep on telling this story of that I was the one that took every book home just in case I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
And he took no books home. And so he just learned through osmosis or however, but he was brilliant. But so I was always compared to him. But then my poor younger brother was 5 years younger than me. And so I set the standard of being earnest. And and Rudy, which is my younger brother, is not the brightest, not the sharpest knife in the set. So,
Okay.
but he was the jock, and so but he was the one that got away with everything because he was the baby.
The baby
He
always
was the
gets away
jock.
with things.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he was the jock. My mom would do his homework for him because the homework needed to get done, and he didn't want to do it, or he was at baseball practice or whatever. So my mom did all his book reports. He never read a book in his life
Oh my
through
God.
all the way through, and he had to do a book report, and he picked Old Man and the Sea because it was the shortest one on the list because it was only like 90 pages long.
That's like one of the
So
most
yeah,
profound books in the
yeah,
list, though.
and he didn't get it. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't get it. He didn't understand the struggle between man and nature and all that stuff. So,
Wasn't that the
so
one where the guy dragged the shark back from like the deep water for like over like hundreds of miles? Am I thinking of a different book?
I don't think it's that one.
Clearly, I'm not up on
But
my high school literature. It's been a minute.
but anyway,
You
but
guys
it
know
was
which
just
one
like,
I'm talking about, where the guy goes out in a little boat and he's like looking around and he like finds this
well,
giant
he was on a
fish.
boat, but I don't think it was.
And
I
then they
don't think it
drag
was
the
a shark.
fish. They drag this giant whale shark or something, this giant sea critter, gets hauled back into the
Yeah.
marina. But by the
Yeah.
time they bring it back, it's traveled such a long distance that like little fish have been eating it. Have you seen
Frank,
this? Have
help
you
us
heard about
out.
this?
Frank is a Hemingway
Frank, you know the book
aficionado.
I'm talking about, and I don't know
So
the author. I just know it
and
was high
if it
school
is Old
required
Man in the
reading.
Sea, then I stand to correct it, but it doesn't sound familiar. But my poor brother, getting back to my story,
Okay.
my poor little younger brother just always got compared to me, and like Russ, such a hard worker and studied hard and took all his books home, and my brother's so tired of it because he had his older brother, which was my older brother, who was just brilliant, got straight A's and everything, but yeah, it was too funny. But yeah, the babies get away. The baby of the family gets away with everything.
Always. Always.
And by the time they're getting reared, the parents are so tired.
They're like, nah,
Yeah.
it's fine. Never mind.
Nick said she checked out for a minute and missed that entire conversation completely. Whoops.
I think she
Whoops.
came in. She came in back when I was starting to talk about the little fish eating the whale
Yeah,
shark as it was
exactly.
being dragged back to the marina.
Yeah.
No, I swear this is a book. It's one of those classic literary things that they make you read in high school. I cannot for the life of me remember the title or the author, but I know it exists.
Oh, okay. Nick's excuse. She's watching baseball. She's watching her
Oh,
Dodgers.
that's cool.
Yeah. I miss baseball. And Pam's
I miss
gone.
movie
I miss the
popcorn.
U.S. Open tennis tournament.
Movie popcorn. How do I love thee? Let me
Yeah.
count the ways. Movie popcorn.
But only if you have your own barrel.
It's got to be your own bucket, and it's got to
Yep.
be slathered with that super high salty butter. Oh my God, it's good.
Yeah.
Movie popcorn.
Now, did you ask them to fill the bucket halfway, add the butter, and then fill the butter the other, and then fill up the popcorn the other half?
No, I'm not that crazy.
Oh no, that was me. That was totally me. Yeah. So I would say, can you? Because this is one of the places at AMC or Regal or one of them, they don't let you put your own butter, so they have to put a butter on it for you. So
Why are
I
they
would
so
say,
controlling at the Regal?
I don't know.
That's
I
crazy.
don't know.
I'm like,
So
I want
what
to
you-
control my butter flow. Thank you very much.
So what you would do is you would ask them, "Excuse me, but can you just fill it half full, and then put butter, and then fill the other half and more butter?" Yeah, that was me.
But
Yeah.
see, I agree with that. I agree with that popcorn technique. I actually agree with that.
Yeah,
It's important.
because if you just squirt the butter on the top, it doesn't make it all the way down to the
And
bottom.
even
of the
if you
bucket.
shake the bag, like it's supposed
Bag?
to
What
drizzle.
are we talking bag?
It's not going to,
No.
the bucket or whatever
Yeah, no, I was
going to
say
it's
no,
not
no,
going to
no,
drizzle down.
no bag here,
It
please.
needs to
It's
drizzle
either-
down. You got to really shake it and stuff.
It's either a body bag or a bucket.
Ashley says that's not so crazy. That's the way to do it with the butter halfway up. I
Yeah.
agree.
See?
You can make a meal
See?
out of that bucket. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's the real
Yeah.
deal. And then you chase it down with a Coke or something fizzy. Yeah. Yeah. You got yourself a meal there.
Adult sized beverage.
Oh, yeah. Give me
Yep.
like an extra large something or other.
That's why I love the new theaters here in New York City because they have the reclining seats,
You have
and
the
then they
special
have
seats in yours.
and then they actually you can order your food and they bring it to your chair as you're reclining back, and you can have adult beverages.
Theaters have really come a long way.
Yeah. I can't. No, Ashley, I can't do that. Ashley says eat the popcorn with Junior Mints. Nope. I
Oh,
can't mix
nah.
my popcorn and my candy together.
We get the
Nope.
nachos so that my kids can spill them down in between the
Yeah,
seats.
that's-
We've
yeah.
talked about this before.
We
but
have,
It is
yeah.
a true story.
Yeah. And I still ask for pickle juice, but no one gives it to me anymore.
They don't give you pickle juice?
Nope.
That's wrong.
Not anymore. It is wrong.
That's
I
like
just had pickle-
complaint letter territory right there.
They just look like Jennifer's here. Welcome, Jennifer.
Hello.
Yeah, they just look at you weird, like you want what? I'm like, I want the pickle juice. Just put it in a cup and give it to me over ice. Oh, Ashley says you don't mix them; you alternate. So you eat popcorn then you eat Junior Mints,
You got
then
to
you eat
clean your palate
popcorn.
off though in between.
Exactly.
So like
Yeah.
there's you got to do some alternating there. It sounds like.
Yeah. No, not me. Not me. I eat all my popcorn first, and then if I have candy, I eat the candy. And I can have a 4-course meal right before going to the movie,
And I will still have room for
and I'll still
popcorn.
eat exactly. I'll still eat a bucket of popcorn.
It could be Thanksgiving, okay? And
Yeah.
I'm completely stuffed and I'm like half out, half unconscious from eating so much, and I can still eat movie popcorn. There's just something about it. It triggers all of the right
Lisa,
neurological sensors. I'm like, I gotta have it, you know?
Lisa says there's dill pickle popcorn. No, no, because that's like a powder
There
seasoning. I'm
are
thinking.
Pickle Rick and Morty Pringles. It's pickle flavored. I actually
Yeah.
ate an entire sleeve of them the other day. They're decent. They
Uh,
exist. And they're
Allison,
decent.
Jennifer's asking, did you see the Circle sticker promotion on Sticker Mule right now?
Yes, I did. And then I was thinking, I had a conundrum about that today. I was like, do I take time out of my day and try to make a Pepito sticker? Because everybody would
Nope,
love a hissing Pepito mouse
nope,
sticker.
nope,
But
nope,
then,
nope,
but
nope.
then, I mean, the deal is not bad. It's like $19 for a roll of circle stickers. It's pretty good.
How many's on a roll though?
What do you think, Jennifer? Like 50? Is it 50? Maybe a roll of 50 for $19. And they're good. They're good sized.
It's the quality
They're
stickers,
good
but yeah,
sized circles too. 50.
50.
Snail Mailbox has joined. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
All right. So this is the liner that I'm working on, the blue. Let's see. Now all this talk about going to the movies makes me want to go eat popcorn.
I just want pickle juice, and I have some pickle juice in my refrigerator.
Go
But
get
I
the
can't
Rick and
eat.
Morty pickle Pringles.
But I can't eat pickle juice this late at night because then I'll be up all night.
Do you like Pringles?
I do like Pringles. A little salty for me.
Go to Dwayne
That's
Reed
why.
and get the pickle flavored Pringles. Or wherever you buy your Pringles from.
Nope, too salty.
No.
Too much sodium.
It's the best part.
Yeah, I like to drink my salt.
You're like, I'm upper echelon. I need to drink my salt. Thank you very
Exactly.
much.
Yeah,
This
I'm one
salt's
of the
getting
girls.
drunk.
I'm one of the ladies at lunch. Thank you very much. Nick says she wants popcorn now. All this food. I think
Yes.
Ashley had it right. I think it's Art Chowdown tonight.
Art Chowdown.
But Nick says, how is that, Nick? Nick says she wants popcorn, but she only likes it plain.
Blah.
Yeah.
No.
What's the point? It's like eating cardboard.
You have to smother it with butter and salt. Now, some people put some kind of crazy seasoning on their popcorn.
See, I don't do any of that stuff.
They're
I don't
like,
do
I gotta
like
put my sour cream and onion powder on it. I'm like,
yeah,
why? Why would you do
the
that?
Parmesan cheese or the
Sour cream and
the
onion powder.
cayenne
I'm like,
and
no.
yeah, the
No.
cayenne. Yeah. I'm a purist. Thank you.
I love
Now, do you make your
traditional
own popcorn at home?
Darn right I do. You know I do.
What
I have an air
and
popper and everything.
oh, see, I don't do air pop. I do stovetop.
You
But
do?
what
Oh, you do
brand of
stovetop?
popcorn? I do. I even gave us the recipe. Remember? And Lisa says nutritional yeast. That's the key.
Nutritional yeast.
Yeah, as a flavoring.
I have never tried that.
Yeah,
Huh.
we had that discussion.
I think we
Nick
did.
says, haha, it really upsets people. My ex-boyfriend, that's probably why he's an ex, had sharing issues and he'd load it with butter and salt.
Oh no.
Yeah. I never had kettle popcorn until I went to school in Indiana. Where
Isn't
it's
it a
big
thing of beauty? Oh, that kettle
It's
corn.
a big, yeah. And now they have the kettle corn truck here in New York that they have an online presence, so you can go track it and go get a kettle corn.
I love the fact now that you can stalk food trucks and be like,
Oh,
oh, the
absolutely.
lobster roll truck's over here.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can go chase it down.
Yeah. The big gay ice cream truck too.
Yum.
Yeah. Let's see.
Do you have food trucks that are near your house?
No.
So I mean, nowadays, are there still food trucks around there?
No, there are very few because of the different hygienic standards, sanitation standards.
That used to be a big thing when I worked in
Yeah,
Jersey City. Like
yeah,
the trucks would just like they'd have a rodeo of these things, and you just walk
yeah.
up and you could buy like anything
Right.
from those food trucks.
Well,
I
I
loved
think the
them.
standards are changing because this whole idea of sanitary standards and with the COVID and stuff. So
Yeah.
like all the buffets have closed. You can't
Oh
have a buffet
man,
anymore
I miss
because of
buffets.
communal dining. So, but yeah. But do you have a popular brand of popcorn that you pop yourself, or you just get whatever's discounted and
So, there's a story behind this one.
okay,
The store bought one that I used to like was Dale and Thomas. Back in
okay,
the day when
never
Dale
heard of
and
them.
Thomas, so they were a popcorn brand that like you could they sold the stuff to the grocery store, so you could buy it from a grocery store, and they had all these different flavors.
Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Thank
And
you.
then they had some kind of like listeria outbreak. They had some kind of hygiene related oopsie that happened in their manufacturing facility. So they stopped making it, but you used to be able to buy it from a catalog, and they had like 50 different flavors, and it was amazing. Now they still sell it in grocery stores, but there's only like two flavors. There's like a traditional salt and butter, and then there's like a cheesy one. So that used to be my favorite store bought one. And nowadays, I don't really worry about the brand as much as it is like any bag of loose
Right,
kernels.
right.
I'll throw it in my air popper and just and load it up with
Yeah.
ingredients.
No, I used to be a big Orville Redenbacher person until I
Ah,
saw what Orville Redenbacher did to all of the corn farms in Indiana.
what do they do to the corn
So,
farms?
well, they put out all the corn farmers because of this whole agribusiness kind of thing.
Yep.
So they bought Orville Redenbacher bought out all of the mom and pop farms that were growing corn,
Boo.
and so they put them out of business. So and corn in Indiana is a big deal. I was just curious as if you had a brand that you preferred.
Interesting. No, usually
Yeah,
I buy the store brand, like whatever is the cheapest,
right.
you know,
But
79
there is a
cents for a bag of
difference.
kernels.
There is a difference too. So you do get there is a quality difference in terms of how it pops and how many of the kernels pop, that kind of thing.
That's
Now,
true too.
yeah.
Yes.
Now, do you prepare your kernels in any particular way?
Other than putting them in the little pop basket and pouring
Okay,
them, I measure them and I pour them
right,
into the canister and I plug it in and
right.
it does its thing.
It's been said that if you put your kernels in the refrigerator before you pop them, that there's more moisture in the actual kernel, and
Really?
so they pop fluffier, and you get more
Okay.
success rate.
I'm going to have to try that.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
guys, I learn all sorts of new
Yeah,
stuff on
so I,
Throwdown
s-
at
I
night.
store I store my popcorn in the fridge.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. hmm My kernels. Yeah.
The kernel.
Actually says that Kelly is a popcorn lover and makes it at home. He prefers the white popcorn, very tender. It's true because you
There's
can.
blue popcorn, like there's all
There's
manner of
right. There's
yes.
black popcorn, and yeah.
There's purple. I think I've seen purple before. There's red. There's
And I used to do the whirly gigs. Did you see the whirly pop machines? Does anyone know what I'm
Oh, my
talking
mom
about?
had one of those.
Yeah,
It's a
where you
stove.
turn the handle
Yep.
and it swirls the bottom. It has a little arm that sweeps the bottom.
My mom
To
has a whirly pop.
yeah.
Yes. Yep.
When I worked at Williams Sonoma, I was the whirly pop demonstrator.
Of course you were, Russell.
Yeah,
Of course you were.
yeah.
Did you let you keep one?
Oh, I had one. I don't have it anymore. I burned it because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah.
That's ignorant.
It is ignorant, but
No.
especially if you demonstrate it for 2 years. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not judging. I'm just
Yeah,
giggling.
you are,
I'm
but that's
just
fine.
I am literally
I
just laughing
I
over here.
deserve to be judged on that, but yeah, because it's made out of aluminum, so it scorches very easily if it gets too hot, and so if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, yeah, whirly pop is not something you can leave on the stove and go use the restroom or
So you
whatever.
can't like fix it and forget it. Like
Yeah,
you've got to be
exactly.
very vigilant with that thing.
Yeah, because you have to continue to turn the handle. Ashley says that she had one of those and had the area at the top of the plastic lid. Oh yeah, there was a way that you could put a pat of butter on the in the lid, and as it was heating up, the steam.
Oh, so the
Um,
steam melts the butter and then it all
yeah,
drizzles down in.
yeah,
That sounds good. Sounds very good.
but but anyway,
Can you believe we have only 10 minutes left?
I know, I know.
How does this happen? We've been
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
food for an hour.
yeah. We have. I just
I was like, you
yeah,
guys, go make,
we're gonna
go eat something.
yeah, we're gonna get new followers. Like I thought this was a craft hour. Yeah.
You just never quite know what we're going to end up
They
talking
do a
about.
5-minute demonstration of the word punch board and do a couple of envelopes and they talk about food for 45 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although we usually don't. That's very odd. It's
Yeah.
very rare for us, but you know.
It melts my heart to see you make these envelopes right now because I just remember the first time we went through this.
Oh
and
my
remember,
God.
And remember how you were stuffing the liner in and trying to
I was
glue
like,
the
get
liner
in
in.
there. I didn't know what
And
I
then
was doing.
And then it was just like, well, do it before you put the liner in before you fold all the pages and glue all the sides.
I was
And
like,
you go,
no,
and you
that's
go,
ignorant.
oh,
That's
you go,
ignorant.
oh,
I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that?
yeah. And so
That's
now that you're doing
ignorant.
it, yeah, now that you're doing it, you're like, oh yeah, it makes sense.
And now look, I have
So
a little paper sweatshop over here. Look at that.
yeah, exactly.
Look at
So
that.
Jim, in answer to your question, these were the Duke Kahanamoku.
Kamahami.
So I got these stamps, and then I got the 75th anniversary of the 19th Amendment ratification. So, and these are kind of interesting because they're almost digital looking. It's kind of hard to see in this angle, but this is a strange looking stamp.
Is it like a robotic Susan B. Anthony? Like I can't even.
No,
see.
it's
What
not
is
even.
that?
It's just you can't even tell. I think it's like images in shadow.
I now because of that, because the stamp is kind of weird, I feel compelled. I have to go get some just to look at them.
Well, go look at it first of all.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, it's but it's nice pastel color. So it's like different greens and different purples. You know,
I still can't. I mean, I would have
yeah.
to.
See, these are right. You would have to actually see it. But the thing
Yeah.
is that these are all little scenes from the history of the suffrage movement, and so they're like it's like a montage or a collage of these different
It's
scenes.
a tiny collage,
Exactly.
superimposed
Exactly.
on a stamp, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're like digital, like a digital collage of different scenes over time.
Huh. Wow.
Now, the interesting thing about this one is that they use the green from the British movement. So the British colors were green, white, and violet. And the American versions were white, purple, and gold. I like that a lot.
Woo! See, guys.
And that was your birds that you didn't like, right?
Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
go a little closer here. Oh wait.
But see, but remember what I said though. I think not to
Look at
to my own
wingspan.
horn, but the idea is that see how that turned out, and it doesn't have to be perfect because it's the liner, and then you see that one strip of birds that did actually came through, and so it's a great liner.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
See that? That's how that works. So now that I have all these envelopes pre-made again, I'm going to have to find something to send to people. Gosh, I feel another sticker extravaganza coming on. I don't know about you guys, but they're perfect. They're little envelopes, great to send, little handwritten notes or things to people.
Yeah.
But I have a problem. It's the amount of postcards that I have made, postcard collages, is disgusting. It's like a stack like this big, okay? And they're up in my office. And I have writer's block. Like, I want to send them to people. I have no idea what to write on them. Does that make sense at all?
No, it
I
doesn't.
have so many postcards, and I'm like, I could write to, and I'm like looking at, I'm like, I could write to Jim, I could write to Rhonda, I could write to Ashley, I could write to Nick. Like, go down the list, and I'm like, I could send them to many people, but I don't know what to write on the postcard.
Put a put your favorite quote or something that moved you that day or something that, you know,
Maybe, but this is the first time this has ever happened where I had such writer's block with postcards. I'm like, I want to send these because just the collage is fun. Oops. Oh, sorry. The collage itself is fun, but I have no idea. I feel like
yeah.
compelled, like I've got to write something, but I don't know what to write.
Ashley says, okay, post crossers, give Allison some
Give me a
ideas.
prompt. Yeah. How about a prompt? How about a prompt? Give me a writing prompt, and I will write you guys a postcard.
Yeah, Nick and a couple of people put some beautiful quotes. I think it was Carrie as well. Put some quotes and poems, or this made me think of you, and put a poem or put something. You only have 4 freaking lines to fill out. I mean,
I
how
mean, but that's a
how
lot of
tough is
pressure.
4 lines?
It's a lot of pressure for a little space of writing.
It's a pressure that you're putting on yourself because everyone's going to be just so happy that you sent them a card that you made by hand.
Well, maybe.
I'm just saying. I'm
Just
just
maybe
saying.
I will write a haiku with Pepito. Maybe we will write a haiku together. And
How about
maybe,
this? For my birthday tomorrow,
yes.
you can hide him in the other room. How about
Well,
that?
I can't make any promises.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, but I have to live with him, so
That's my birthday wish. No Pepito, no hissing. Or if you're going to have him, no hissing. No hissing, mister.
I can't control him. He's
You're the one that
incorrigible.
you're the one that has your hand up his butt. You can control him. Jim, Jim says 3-minute warning.
Well, I can't make any promises. He is absolutely incorrigible. So if he I can't control it. Like if he shows up, he shows up.
That's an old line from one of the ventriloquists, and it just cracks me up every time I hear it, and every time I say it. It's like, you're the one with your hand up my butt. You're the one that's in control. Yeah.
And for the record,
It was that gay
I
guy
don't
that
do
had.
ventriloquism.
It was the gay guy that had the old lady puppet. It was big in the 60s and 70s. And I forget what his name was. Something Johnson, maybe? And it was Madam something or another. Right? She had the
Yes.
glasses and she was, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
There's
that was
another
that was her
guy that does.
that was her line. She says, "You're the one with your hand up my butt." Yeah.
Yes, but there's
Yeah.
another guy who has one that he has a show with all of
Right.
these puppets. It's a
Right.
different person. I don't know his
Right.
name.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I'll
Yeah.
let you say goodnight
Well,
in your darkness, in your fading
oh
darkness. You have
God.
1
I
minute
can't
left.
control my lighting. My lighting's all messed up. Sorry, guys. Well, we know you guys have places to be. Oh, it's 2-minute warning now. And, because tomorrow's Russell's birthday, we're going to have to do something special on Art Throwdown tomorrow. Haven't quite decided what yet. So give me some ideas, guys. DM me, okay?
So Nick says ventriloquism really does creep her out, though.
Yeah, see, I feel
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm not into
Yeah.
ventriloquism.
Yeah.
Puppets, they're okay. Ventriloquism dummies are not my thing, just for the record.
Yeah. Mark something. I think his name is Mark something. Another.
It's going to bother me until I look it
Yeah.
up. But,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Thank
not-
you
yeah.
for happy
Anyways,
birthday, Eve. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
enjoy. Good night, guys.
Good night. Bye.